Hey guys, and welcome to this month's episode of Game Release News. It's the new year, and we don't have a lot in terms of mainstream games, but we do have a plethora of amazing looking indie games coming out this month. So let's start strong. Kill the Plumber. This game looks a lot like a Mario Brothers homage, but it, and I quote, turns the tables on heroes. In this game you play as the enemies trying to kill the hero. What a cool concept, and cute graphics that are reminiscent of one of my favorite childhood franchises. I'm down, I always root for the villain anyway. Release date is the 1st on PC. Shooting Stars. In this game you play as a hipster who wields a laser-eyed cat. You basically just go around killing aliens who disguise themselves as celebrities. This is adorably indie and looks right up my alley. Release date is the 4th on PC. And Mac and Linux, but who cares? Pony Island. Although it's named as if it were, this game is supposedly not about ponies. Even the cover art of the game suggests it's for little girls who want a My Little Pony knockoff, but in actuality, this indie game is about trying to escape a malfunctioning arcade machine devised by the devil himself. Worth a peek at least. Release date is the 4th on PC. A wild CATGIRL appears. This is a short visual romance novel where you can date catgirls at your local school. There are supposedly many different routes and activities you can venture down. After Beach Bounce, I'm pretty sick of visual novels though. I do like how the game looks graphically. Release date is the 5th on PC. Amplitude! Do you guys remember Frequency and Amplitude? Well, Amplitude is a fan-favorite rhythm game that was supposed to have a reboot a while ago, but now developer Harmonix is finally ready to release. This is actually an extremely cool-looking take on rhythm gaming, and is supposed to make the music come alive as the player progresses. Looks way cooler than most of the other ones I've played, and I'm super excited for a new Frequency. Release date is the 5th on PS3 and PS4. Crazy Belts. This game is a cute casual puzzle game. The premise of this game is finding out where your luggage goes once you check it in at the airport. Apparently they come alive. So cute. Release date is the 5th for PC. Chiptune Champion. This game is kind of insane. Pick up your keyboard and transform it into a guitar-like instrument. I'm insanely intrigued by the YouTuber possibilities of this game. It looks so inventive. Definitely want to give it a try on my channel. Release date is the 8th for PC. An Epic for the Xbox One allows you to make your own dungeon maps and share them with others. I've played this game for my channel and it's pretty sick. It's basically about a guy who's playing D&D, goes to the bathroom and somehow gets sucked into a real dungeonous world. There's also a lot of sarcastic banter, which is always good. Release date is the 8th for the Xbox One. Gone Home. So this girl comes home after a year abroad, only to find her house completely deserted, family members gone, and a bunch of mysteries and secrets inside the home. It's basically a mystery investigation game. I would be all over this game if it weren't made in a particularly motion sickness-inducing first-person style. Too bad. Release date is the 15th on PC, but the 12th on PS4 and Xbox One. Assassin's Creed Chronicles India. The 3rd and final installment into Assassin's Creed Chronicles has not been cancelled. In fact, it's out this month. Explore India and find yet another piece of Eden. It's said that there will be much talk of the Sikh Empire, which is really fascinating. I haven't played any of the Chronicles games yet, but as AC is one of my favorite franchises and I love side-scrollers, I definitely need to. YouTube Let's Play anyone? Release date is the 12th on PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Marcus Level. This is an extremely Cartoon Network-y game about an adorable little nerd who thought he could sneak a bit of gameplay while his parents were away. Instead, he was sucked into the game, becoming its protagonist. I'm definitely interested in this one. Wasn't this your ultimate dream when you were a kid too? Release date is the 13th for PC. Energy Cycle. I was gonna skip this one because I already have so many indie gems to report on this week, but the overview of this game says, quote, sounds pretty easy, but try to do it, end quote. Fuck you, I bet it is easy. I'm not one to ignore a challenge. Anyway, you have to complete the puzzle by bringing all the energy cells to the same color. Release date is the 13th on PC. Oxenfree. That was bad. This game is a supernatural teenage thriller. So some group of friends accidentally open a ghost rift during an overnight party on the coast. Seems sick and the graphic style makes it look even sicker. Release date is the 15th for PC. Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. A new Dragon's Dogma is being released this month. This time you'll be exploring a labyrinth on an island called Bitter Black Isle, which happens to be a graveyard for the Arisen. Creepy fucking shit. Release date is the 15th for PC. Resident Evil Origins Collection. Evil has an origin and it is coming in full HD to consoles and PC in January! Yeah, that's the corny one-liner from the online description. Dumb, I know. RE2 fucked me up when I was a kid and I haven't beaten a Resident Evil since. Maybe with these I can catch up. Also, you can buy Resident Evil 0 as a standalone without RE Remake out on the same day. Release date is the 19th on PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Life is Strange Limited Edition. Seriously, this is one of my favorite games of the year and you can watch my full playthrough here on my channel. I'm actually kind of pissed that this box set supposedly has bonus features. What fucking bonus features? They better be awful, so I'm not mad about it. Release date is the 19th on PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Stardust Vanguards. This retro-inspired space anime game looks fucking awesome, plus 4-player co-op, definitely worth a try. Release date is the 19th on PS4. The Deadly Tower of Monsters. This game is marketed as a B-list sci-fi monster movie, but instead it's a game, basically. You play as a struggling actor making his way through a series of low-budget horrors. Seems pretty quirky. Release date is the 19th on PC. Bus Simulator 16. You're a bus operator in a German city. You had me a German. What was this game about? Oh yeah, this edition has zombies. Random blonde moment here. I thought this was the 16th game in this series until I realized that the year is 2016 now. Let's just say thank God there are not 16 bus simulators. Release date is the 20th on PC. HOMEWORLD, Deserts of KHARAK. This is an RTS prequel to the classic HOMEWORLD games and is developed by the original HOMEWORLD developers and Company of Heroes team. I'm always hoping more successful RTS games pop up. It's a great genre with an honorable skill cap, and I want to see it succeed. Release date is the 20th on PC. Crashlands. Story-driven, action-adventure, and indie. If those things describe a game, I'm probably interested. Plus magic technology and milking space beasts? Look at this game, just look at it. Doesn't he look like a purple Iron Man? Release date is the 21st on PC. The Rise of CHUBTAN. This is a chaotic and fast-paced fighting indie game that reminds me a little bit of Super Smash Bros. You can throw your enemies into acid in front of trains, on saw blades, and more. Sounds brutal. I like brutal. Release date is the 22nd on PC. Mario & Luigi Paper Jam Bros. This game combines Paper Mario World with the regular 3D Mario World. You have to use each world's unique abilities to progress. The Paper Mario series is probably my favorite newer Mario franchise, so this is an interesting one for me. I'd rather always just play it on console over handheld though. Release date is the 22nd on 3DS. Final Fantasy Explorers. Okay, so with this entry and the last one, maybe I need to get my 3DS back from the friend who I let borrow it. This game has classic characters, the classic fighting style of Final Fantasy, but features more quest-driven gameplay. Semi-Chibi Cloud is so cute. Not semi-chubby. Perverts? Wouldn't that kind of be redundant anyway? Anyway, release date is the 26th on the 3DS. LEGO Marvel's Avengers. This game hosts the largest roster of characters ever in the Marvel series, and is possibly the last in the series. It's marketed as, quote, set to be released on every console and handheld imaginable, end quote. While it is on everything current gen, I am imagining Sega Game Gear and Nintendo GameCube, which is tragically not on the list. False advertising. The release date is the 26th on every console and handheld imaginable. Kappa. Block Hood. This is one of those building simulators for people who enjoy creating their own environments. I've never been able to get into games like these, but this one is very graphically pleasing to me. You create your own neighborhood, and different combinations of abodes spawn different inhabitants. Release date is the 27th, and it's on PC. This War of Mine, The Little Ones. Last but not least, we have this super emotional game about the perspective of war through a child. Realistic, gorgeous, and heartbreaking. I feel like this one deserves a full playthrough. Release date is the 29th on PS4 and Xbox One. I know there aren't many big mainstream games this month, but what do you expect? The holiday gifting season in the Western world is over. But I was more excited about this month than a lot of the other months because of the variety of indie games. Your homework for me is to browse Steam and find a cheap indie game that looks interesting to you, and then give it a try. A lot of my viewers, unfortunately, are the stereotype of gamers that only play the newest and most popular games. That's sad, don't limit yourself. There are a lot of gems in the indie scene, and the developers actually give a shit about what they're creating. Don't be only into mainstream games and then be surprised when developers are releasing DLC that should have already been in their original game for more money, or if they're getting lazy with their yearly installments of games. That's what you're often gonna get when you go mainstream. The pro of going indie sometimes is that there's a lot of care put into indie games. It's like usually made by a small team of people that have it crowdfunded, so they listen to what their fans want in the games. And they're often gonna remind you of indie games that you used to play when you were younger. Also, a lot of them will have more sex, drugs, and rock and roll because they don't have to like adhere to the mainstream bullshit in order to get their game sold in a bunch of different countries. And they're cheaper. There's a world of awesome indie games out there. Minecraft started out indie, and then there's things like Binding of Isaac and Super Meat Boy that you have to play. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next month with game release news. Check in the description for all of my other links, and you can get a bunch of money off on a bunch of different things, like my custom controllers. And I'm also currently doing a giveaway with Kingwin, so check in the description for that as well. It'll be on the very top. And if you have a little time, check me out on Twitch at twitch.tv/TaraBabcock. I'm on most nights playing ranked League of Legends or retro games. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.